Are you tired of failing your driver's exam? Because I'm tired of hearing about it. No lie. I have people message me every day to ask me, how on earth are you getting so many students to pass? Well, I'm taking them on a mock test. So today I'm going to take you through the mock test that I'm giving them, and you'll have the opportunity to purchase it if you need it. Parents, this is more so for you. How do you give the exam? What are you testing for? What are we doing? I'm Patrice. I am also Miss How to Drive on the road safely and securely. So I'll be looking from my left to my right because I made the whole thing. It costs $5 if you need a copy of it. It goes through the preparation, how to give the mock test, step-by-step preparations, as well as step-by-step of what you need to do before giving the test. Let's jump into the point system. The point system is all the way to 99. 0 to 99. So if you don't have any skills, you're going to get a 0. If you have some skills, you'll get about a 50. If you have average skills, you'll get about a 75. And if you have impeccable skills, you can go all the way up to a 99. We did not do 100 because nobody's a perfect driver and there are always mistakes. So the first set is the pre-driving checklist. When students get into the car, the first thing they should do is to adjust their mirrors and their seats, unless they were already the ones that were driving. They still need to do a quick check. This is also what happens when you go down to the DMV. You need to make sure your seatbelt is fastened. All of the people inside of the car have their seatbelts fastened, as well as you start the car smoothly and you get ready for instruction. Next thing we're going to do is talk about the basic driving skills. The basic driving skills are starting from a curb and using your blinker every single time you change position. That is just basic. The turning and how to turn, when to turn, and where to turn, that's when it gets a little bit more complicated. You want to make sure you know how to stop smoothly and fully, coming to a complete stop, saying pause, 1, 2, 3, and then looking left, right, left again. And when you do that pause, 1, 2, 3, please don't say pause, 1, 2, 3. I want you to guide your students while you're teaching them to say pause, 1, 2, 3, left, right, left again as they're going. And of course, I'm not looking left, right, left again. I'm not in a car, I'm in the building. Next, you want to make sure they're controlling their speed. So as you're giving the test, you want to monitor the speed limit. If they are going above and below the speed limit, you give them a 1 to 2 to 3, but not a 3. If they're maintaining their speed really well, you want to give them the 3. Lane position. Your lane position is very important. I have named them position 1, position 2, and position 3. I have a whole book about it. Let me show it to you. So position 1, position 2, and position 3 look like this. When you're giving them the mock test, you want to make sure that they are in position 2 every single time. This book is found on Amazon. It's called The ABCs of Driving. It goes through everything that they need, but that's not what we're here for today. We are here for the mock test, which you can get on in the link in my bio. So we want to make sure we have speed control, lane position, and then when it's time to turn. During this part of the test, you're making sure that they're turning slowly before the turn and then making their turn smoothly. You also want to make sure you're checking for that blinker as we're making the turn. You have to tell them at least 100 to 300 feet in advance. Okay, we're going to make a right turn at the next street. They should be looking for the next street. Then you're going to have them change lanes. So you have to be on a road that allows for lane changes. We are now teaching the smog method. It used to be blinker, mirror, blind spot, but I've learned the smog method, which is signal, mirror, over the shoulder, and go. So while they're driving, they should do their signal or blinker first, then check their mirror, and then check their blind spot. And then if it's safe, then they go. So you're checking for that. They'll get a 1, 2, or 3 on that. The next thing we're going to do is take them to a parking lot. As we take them to the parking lot, they're going to do their parallel parking, backing up straight in a line, looking over their shoulder to make sure they go slow and straight, as well as parking lot navigation, making sure that they're using slow movement and a 2-point turn. After that, then you're going to take them to traffic skills. So we give them a break between the first part of the test so that we can talk to them a little bit after, and then the second part of the test. And you can determine if you need to continue on or you should stop. Now, we know during that DMV test or that DDS test, it's not going to be any breaks, but we give them a break during the first mock test that we provide. Then the next thing we're going to do is talk to them about going back out wherever you choose and giving the right of way at intersections. That if they give the right of way properly at the stop sign or the yield sign, then that's good. They have to yield to pedestrians. If you don't run across any pedestrians, just go ahead and give them the 3 points. Don't try to go look for a park trying to make sure they know how to do it. That's not the way we operate. And then you're going to go, as you're going to make sure they have a good following distance. They should have a 3-second gap between them and the person in front of them. So that 3-second gap is counted 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. And then the next portion shows the blinker, making sure that they do their blinker every time. You're just going to give them a check mark on this part. The reason you're going to give them a check mark is because if y'all change positions 9 times and each one of those times they do not use their blinker, you're going to give them an X. That X says it's 1 point deducted off the bottom of your test. Then we're going to look at the turn of right of way. You're going to allow them to turn 8 times. They're going to do 2 turns to the right, either at a red light or a stop sign. An uncontrolled right, meaning that they will not be turning at a light, they'll just be turning. And that to the left as well. All right. And then last but not least, you will, before y'all even start, you probably should go over this. The automatic fail items. So if they hit a curb or they cause a collision or they are in a collision, that is an automatic fail. Running a stop sign, meaning they do not come to a complete stop. They do a rolling stop. Going 10 miles over the speed limit. Driving on the wrong side of the road. Even inside of the parking lot, they have to stay on the correct side of the road. And then failure to yield to pedestrians. And if you have to grab the wheel, or if you have to slam on the brakes for them, I have an extra brake, so I'm talking to my driving instructors at this time, then that is an automatic fail. There are tips on the mock test that I've given that tells you how you can give them tips if they do those things during the mock test. So you can give them the mock test as many times as you want. Each mock test is for one child. I'm charging $5 for this mock test, but if you just want to go through what I just said and write it all down, that is up to you. $5 ain't a whole lot of money. Go ahead and grab it. All right, you can get it in the description, possibly. You can get it on TikTok for sure, and you can get it on Instagram. All right, y'all have a great day. Be blessed. I wish you all the best on your driving with your kid, because sometimes that can be difficult. And I wish you the best in life. This has been Patrice, Miss How to Drive, signing off. Peace.